welcome.
I'm Tim.
I'm Ellen.
This is our apartment. This is our living room.
We're right across the street from the MRT. This is our kitchen.
That's one of the two bathrooms in our two-bedroom flat.
Yes. And this is Tim's room. Quite large, spacious, great. Cool for Taiwan.
It's technically a Japanese tea room.
Yes. My room. Vanity, lots of closets, bed, fully furnished. This is the coolest part. It's the lovely patio, and we've actually been very fortunate. This is really cool. Yeah. So, this is our lovely outdoor patio, which we also inherited 2 turtles. Originally, our landlord asked us if we wanted turtles because we're not really...
we kill plants.
We kill plants, we don't cook, we don't really do much. We weren't sure if we could handle the responsibility of 2
raising
animals.
reptiles.
However, turtles tend to be fairly resilient, surprisingly.
Their names were originally Paris and Nicole.
And then they changed to Wang and Chung.
And then Cheech and Chong.
The coolest part of the apartment is right over here.
The light.
And this is the game room. It takes a second for the lights to come on.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
So Tim,
Yeah?
tell me that stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9,
10. Stuff is cool.
When we were looking to teach English overseas, we thought about Japan. Japan is extremely expensive to live there. Although you get paid a higher wage, your money goes to just living expenses. Thailand and other places, you're not going to get paid as much, although the cost of living is lower. So Taiwan is basically the best deal for your money.
Low cost of living, but still good salary.
And you still have a good time. Like, it's, you know, you're centrally located, you can fly out, you can travel to see all of these great places, but you're still making a good wage.
We send about
like
1,000 American
home,
give or take 100 here or there, depending if we're traveling or if we went out too much. Each.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, we have to budget, like, you know.
Even when we budget, like, it's still...
Yeah.
We still go out and have a good time.
We budget that much on purpose just so we can eat at nice restaurants or go to expensive clubs or buy expensive things.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, you know, I have a coworker that sends about $1,400 a month, and he's making the same amount I am. But, you know, it's work, Chinese school, and Chinese girlfriend, so...
Yeah.
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't spend that much. We love to party and have a good time. Taiwan has an affordable, emerging nightlife.
Yeah.
My favorite thing here they have is alcohol buffet. This will totally not be used. This will not be used in the video. But alcohol buffet. That's what we call it because like you just like pay to cover and you get into a club
and you drink all you can drink. And so for West, it's like 15, 20 US dollars.
Not even 20. That's a stretch.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah. After, you know, like once you get settled and start talking to your Chinese teachers who are also usually pretty young and like out of college and you know, in Taiwan, young people are just like young people anywhere else. Like they like to go out and have a good time and lie to their parents. And you know, they'll tell you where all the cool clubs are and the nightlife is fun.
Yeah.
It's different than San Francisco, but different in just...
But anywhere you go,
anywhere
it's
you
different.
go, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, same music. It's really nothing...
Yeah.
You're not going to go and hear Chinese opera at a club. Like, it's the same stuff you hear on MTV back home or wherever country you're from.
They'll actually play older stuff, which is kind of fun.
Which is kind of fun.
They'll play the major
They'll play the stuff that, like, most clubs are kind of, like, ashamed to play.
Yeah, but you know everyone has a good time and they're ashamed to admit it.
Like B-52s or old Michael Jackson, and you'll be like you'll go from like Missy Elliott and all of a sudden you go, is this Thriller?
And
then that's very few clubs that do that. Most clubs are trying to be trendy, but there's a few clubs that you have
a good time. It's a good time.
Hess is one of the biggest schools in Taiwan. It's also the most reputable.
Yeah.
It's the one that had the least negative blogs about it on the internet. In fact, there weren't any. There weren't any. That's why we chose.
And we actually went through Recruiter. And also the Recruiter, whose brother is now working for Hess. Yeah. So that says a lot.
So it says a lot when you send your own blood to go work for a school.
To go work for a school.
Everyone we chatted to, because you look on the internet, you get the horror stories about schools not being so reputable. Or
well, that and also with working for a large company, you have security as well.
Let's just be honest. At first, we didn't like kids. At first, we made fun of people who had children, and now we like them okay.
They're okay.
No. We went on vacation. We went to the Philippines, and I couldn't wait to get back. And I was like, why can't you wait to get back? Like, we're laying on the beach, we're drinking cocktails, and I'm like, it's when I start, this new reward system I have with these new stickers. Like, I couldn't wait to implement it. And she's like, it's just like looked at me like I was crazy. Like, who are you? And what have you done with Tim? Because wherever I go, I take cards and menus, and then I go and I just ask my Chinese stuff. I'm like, what's this and what's this and what do you think I'd like? And they tell me. And so the noodle place near my branch had a similar thing. Like, I'd go there and I'd kind of decipher the Chinese, like, this means this, and then I'd point to it because I obviously can't say it.
Yeah.
And they saw what I was looking at, and they asked if they could borrow it, and then the next time I went in, they had photocopied it.
Yeah. They'll make an English menu for you because they like you because of, I guess, guanxi, because you create friendship.
Yeah, a good relationship.
A good relationship with them. But at the same time, the girls that I go to that make me that thing, they'll teach me stuff. Like, they'll teach me catchphrases in Chinese.
That's the coolest thing about Taiwan is they are more than willing to communicate with you. I mean, I've traveled a lot before I came here, and I've been to countries where Westerners aren't liked so much, or Americans aren't liked so much, and English language isn't liked so much.
But
when you go there, they resent you for not knowing, you try to communicate with their own language, and they still resent you. But Taiwan,
they're very welcoming.
They're more than willing to go get. I mean, just the best story ever. One taxi cab driver is one of my favorites. He's like, oh, America, and we're like, yeah. He's like, oh, 50 states, and we're like, yep, there's 50 of them, and he's all, Taiwan could be 51, and we're like, okay. Talk to our president. I'm sure he'd love to come over. But that's my favorite story to tell.
Yeah.
Taiwan 51.
Yeah. I mean, anything worth doing
is not supposed to be easy.
Isn't supposed to be easy. So, in that sense, when we say it's been difficult, but at the same time, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
I went home in April, and when I went home, people were like, "Oh, this is absolutely incredible what you're doing." And it's strange because when you come over here, you're with other Westerners that are doing the same thing, so it seems very normal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you do go back, you're like, wow, what I'm doing is actually really unique and actually pretty cool. Yeah. So
it's hard for everyone. It's not like a dangerous hard or life. It's not life shattering hard.
Yeah.
But it is difficult. But then we were talking one night, and I said, Ellen, if it were easy, everyone would do it.